What's going on out there, beautiful listeners? This is Convincing Idiots, episode 240. This week, we are going to be discussing some news in pop culture, such as Burger King. Are they advertising falsely to us about their food product? And then, of course, what better thing to do with your time than to listen to some dum-dums talk about some dum-dums. The suckers are in the news, and so are Amazon along with them. For our idiot question of the week, we're going to be discussing the current direction of Disney. Is it a better move to go with quality over quantity? And in our final segment, we're going to be picking one celebrity of our choice. We are going to animate them, cartoonify them, and put them in their very own cartoon. We will each pick our 5 top picks and share them with one another. You're going to want to listen. We've got some serious gold in the cartoon department. So, without further ado, let's start the show.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
Test. Call it again. Convincing Idiots.
Convincing Idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the Statman, not just anyone's opinion, the Statman Brian Fisher.
These kids today.
Jingle All the Way is, in fact, the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
3 friends representing 3 different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got the whole poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Awesome.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name's Dean, the Zennial.
Brian Gen X.
And I am Millennial Nick. And we are Convincing Idiots. And you are in the right place. That's right. You've joined the weekly podcast of 3 friends who represent 3 different generations, getting together each and every week here to discuss all things nerd and pop culture. So if you have not already done so, hey, make sure you go over to all our social media accounts, find us, follow us, like us, tell all your friends about us, and they can do all the same. You can find those links and perhaps pass them on to your friends by simply going to Google and typing in Convincing Idiots Linktree. That's LINKTREE. And you will find links to our social media platforms. There's also a link to our merch store, which I believe Dean may or may not be sporting some of this evening if you're watching on the YouTubes. Most people have to pay good money for these models, but they come complimentary here.
That's right.
So yeah. You can find all that and
Pleasantly surprised.
so that's right. I am pleasantly surprised. Dean's been giving a lot of that lately. Just pleasant surprises to people.
What I do.
That's right. You can also find other pleasant surprises on our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. So be sure to head over there as well. We are here for episode 240 of Convincing Idiots. We're letting you in on the secret. We're letting you in on where we can be found on the internet. We're letting you in, inviting you to be our friends. And now we are letting you in on what is going on in the world today. And who better than to bring you information such as that than our good friend, Gen X Brian. Brian, hit me with some headlines, brother.
Absolutely. I will do that. You know what? Before I do that,
You need
What are you
entry
drinking?
music.
yeah, what are you drinking, fellas?
Coors
I have an
Bank.
Irish cream stout.
Where's Bank?
by
But oh,
Spoon
look at the
Beer.
little bottle.
Look at that little fella.
Look at the little bottle.
Coors Bank. Very
Nice.
nice. What about you, Nick?
I am having some high quality H2O.
Mm.
It is playoff time, and I find myself pretty drunk every other day because that is
Yep.
the schedule. So I am giving the liver an old break tonight because it was game night last night, and it's going to be game night tomorrow. So we're
Yeah.
it's
Well,
the NHL playoffs.
How are we looking on this playoff there?
Pleasantly surprised. Cautiously optimistic is another way I would put it.
There you go.
Toronto Maple Leafs are up 2-0 right now over the defending Stanley Cup champions and
Wow.
noted favorites this year. So, nothing's done till it's done. Been down this road
Right.
before. Times have looked good in the past. I'm not shitting on them, but I'm not pumping their tires all the way. We're gonna keep riding out. We're gonna keep enjoying. They're showing me all good things, and I'm very proud of the boys in blue. So
Look at it
so
this
far
way.
so good.
It is May. It is coming up on mid-May, and you still get to watch hockey. So what the fuck do you have
That's
to
right.
Yeah.
right?
And
Right.
actually, as of last night's win, that is the most games the Maple Leafs have won in a postseason in 20 years.
Gosh.
Because the last time they went to a second round, they only won one game in the next round. So we're at 2.
All right.
So we're improvements. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's keep it rolling here.
Very good.
Pleasantly surprised.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, this will be dropping on Monday. Hopefully, we'll be pleasantly surprised by the Cleveland Cavaliers as well, because they have not
Yeah. Let's get some
pleasantly
wins
done
going here.
anything yet in the second round. So, guys, this first story, I'm afraid it sucks on some levels here. So,
As long as it sucks on the right levels, am I right?
mhm.
Am I right?
Ah, like my penis.
An 8-year-old boy
Oh,
in
never mind.
Kentucky.
Oh man, come on!
Never mind.
Shit, before-
Leave it to fucking Kevin Spacey over here. Fucking Dean. No.
No, I didn't get any of these headline warnings. All right, just
Yeah.
move on.
So mom was cooking breakfast, and
Now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
yes, the young lad got on mom's phone and discovered Amazon
Oh,
and found his way to order 69,000 Dum Dum lollipops for home
Wow.
delivery from Amazon for the low price of $4,200. So before mom could
You
cancel
really
the
can't pass it
order,
up at that price. For 69,000 of them? You'll never
Yes.
buy another
Yes.
Dum Dum again?
yes.
No.
If you ask me, that fucking
No.
kid's a dum dum.
That's a lifetime supply, and then some.
Yeah.
So mom
some
was
some.
able to basically work with Amazon, who seems they were very kind and understood the situation. The son has some, like a disorder as well. So he didn't quite.
So does my wife. Am I right?
Yeah,
She's always
right.
ordering off Amazon. Hey, yeah.
She actually has probably some sort of mental disorder also. Let's not get that twisted.
So Amazon did refund the money and allowed them to actually keep the suckers, of which they've donated several to schools and churches and friends and all that stuff. So,
Well, that's
and
nice of 'em.
the Dum Dum
I'm going to do this now.
Yeah,
Knowing that I'll get 69,000 free Dum Dums.
you could.
I just
they
want
also
69 of something.
the Dum Dum Sucker Company, which you may or may not know, is located in Ohio, and they heard about the story
I
and
did
reached
not know
out. Yes, it was invented in Ohio, and they offered them a tour of the candy factory as well. So there you go.
Look what you can get if you raise an irresponsible piece of shit child.
The kid has a
At 8 years
disorder,
old?
dude. Come on, man.
If you raised a piece of you should be done by 8, right? Like
Well,
8, they're done.
You should at least have some sort of presence of stability in this stupid child of yours.
The young boy was adopted in 2019, and he had fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. So he had a
Wow. Dean. Jesus.
man, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I would just like to take this opportunity to say that Millennial Nick and Gen X Brian do not condone the words or
No.
actions of Zennial Dean.
Absolutely
He speaks
not.
on behalf of his own self, and we are in no way officially affiliated with him.
Yes, we do not make fun of children with disorders.
Nope, not at all.
No, nope.
No, fuck it.
Only
No,
one generation.
oh,
Huh?
no, fuck it. I'm going all in. This little shit should know better, regardless of what sort of thing he was born with.
Dean thinks just because he also was born with fetal alcohol syndrome that everybody should have the same moral compass as him.
Also adult alcohol syndrome. Yeah. So
we all have our burdens.
That's right. All kinds of wacky lawsuits out there. People suing this for this or that and the other. Certainly in the political forum, it's running rampant right now. But Burger King was ordered to face a lawsuit alleging that Whoppers are smaller than advertised. Now, did you know something about smaller than advertised? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I do.
So it was a class action lawsuit, included 19 plaintiffs from 15 states, was initially filed by attorney Anthony Russo in 2022. It alleges Burger King began misleading customers about the size of its burgers in September 2017 and argues that ads show the Whopper 35% bigger than burgers served in real life. And it was, it was rejected a motion by Burger King to dismiss the lawsuit in 2023, but it was dismissed. So it looks like it was dismissed.
Well, good.
Yeah. There you go. I just thought it was
it's just
a ridiculous story to use try to use the law to make money off of a company because their hamburgers are smaller than advertised.
You can't be that dumb to actually get mad that the burger looked bigger on TV. You have to be some sort of like scamming con shit going on, right?
Sure. Well, you're going. I think that if you are good enough at talking your way into or out of things, whatever, if you're good enough at debating things, that you might be able to legally make somebody who's probably like, I think you could probably make a case that like that's false advertising. That the burgers on the billboards or on the big cardboard signs out front are leading me astray. I was led to believe it would be the size of a kiddie pool, and however, it apparently is the size of a standard burger, and that's not what I thought it was.
The majority of my pants have the word large unit.
Oh,
it's in the back. It's a large unit on the front, and not one time have I been sued because apparently.
Yep. I thought it said Whopper on the front. Maybe not. Anyway.
I got copyrighted. They made me change it. Yeah. Burger King does have good lawyers. I'm just saying.
Have you ever had any sandwich at any fast food place that looked remotely like the television commercial or photo? I don't know that I've had anything. Maybe Taco Bell's close, kind of.
Taco Bell is close.
Yeah, Taco Bell's close.
You know who's also close? Red Robin's pretty close. I mean, I've been there where it didn't look like it, but I've had a couple Red Robin burgers come out that are pretty darn close.
Yeah. The Red Robin I eat is related to Dean's sister, and it's a different thing. There's really not a lot of pictures of them.
Stop dyeing her hair.
There you go. Red Robin has a bottomless burger pass, I heard on a recent podcast. Call back. Thank you.
There you go.
Yep.
Actually, Nick's nickname is Bottomless Burger Pass.
I think we all enjoyed this actress here, certainly her work on SNL for several years, and then on Parks and Rec. Amy Poehler is returning to comedy TV, gentlemen, here. So it's a new show that's going to debut, debuted yesterday, May 7th on Peacock. We're shooting this on Thursday, May 8th. So it's by let's see here. It's a new series from, she helped create it, and Mike Schur, who created Parks and Rec, and went on to find further success with The Good Place and Man on the Inside. So, definitely some talented folks in there. A new show called Dig. It's called. So
what is Dig about?
So it's a series finds the description finds 4 women working at an archaeological
Graveyard.
dig in Greece.
Oh.
That'd be
Graveyard
awesome.
would have been good.
Yep.
Who were all at wildly different crossroads in their lives. When the team uncovers a long buried secret with the potential to rewrite history, they find themselves at the center of a high stakes international conspiracy. The log line continues. I'm interested.
All right, that's
Amy Poehler, I definitely enjoy her as an actress, comedian. I really enjoyed her on SNL, and Parks and Rec was fantastic.
Yeah.
So, you guys interested in Dean?
I actually think I will look for it. At least give it a shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is in it? Did you name who?
I don't know that. I don't think it says anybody else, but the producer was a guy that helped. He created Parks and Rec also, and he had success with The Good Place and Man on the Inside. Now, those are both with Ted Danson. By the way, if you haven't watched Man on the Inside on Netflix,
It looks
very good.
Yeah,
very, very good. Very
I know
touching.
Robin really liked The Good Place. She liked that
Yeah.
show. That one with Kristen Bell as well, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah.
Am I right? He did the Mike Schur was he on The Office?
I am not sure about
Did
that.
he play?
You're not Mike Schur.
Mm-hmm.
Same writer that played Mose.
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Maybe you should mosey over the cast list.
Yep. Oh golly, we're hot today.
On fire.
Yep. Bob Iger, gentlemen, for Disney says the Thunderbolts is the first and best example of Marvel's new movie strategy. So he's saying that we lost a little bit of focus in making too much. So he's the head guy at Disney. You may know he's the CEO. He was there before, left, and came back.
Come on, we know Bobby.
Yeah. Now, Dean, we watched Thunderbolts recently. So what did you think, by the way? It's real fascinating. What did you think of Thunderbolts? I know we're not really doing reviews that much, but what did you think?
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It was exactly what I wanted in like a spring summer movie. You didn't necessarily need to know everything about these characters in order to enjoy the action, the comedy. That everything was spot on. I didn't have real high expectations, honestly, going in because I didn't know a whole lot about these characters. Right?
Are any of these characters, have they been previously featured in anything before?
Yes.
Yes. Winter Soldier, of course, and some of the other ones have the Black Widow prequel. That's where they introduced some of these characters.
Okay.
And then other Hawkeye series. Yeah. And then
that's right. Okay, the girl, the daughter.
Falcon and Winter Soldier series.
And
yeah.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in it, and so she's been kind of all throughout the whole this past phase as one of the senator or not. No, now she's like a CIA director or something like that.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Yeah.
Like a scantily clad CIA director.
No.
But she looks great. I mean, she's just so good. It's a great role for her.
Damn right she does.
Great role for her. Well, so Iger is saying basically that the strategy for Disney is we want to, instead of just creating a bunch of content and putting it out there on, TV series and movies and all that, we want to create better quality, a little bit less, but better quality. And he also cites that 2025's got some big movies here coming out here from Disney. So you've got the Lilo and Stitch, like the live action version, Zootopia 2, Fantastic Four, First Steps, Avatar, Fire and Ash will close out 2025. And the next year, 2026, some of the big movies, The Mandalorian and Grogu movie comes out, Avengers Doomsday, and Toy Story 5. So some huge titles there for Disney. I'm sure all of those are going to be a hit. All these we just read, actually. So
all of it is quality, right? I mean, that's really what you're gunning for, right?
Yeah, it's asking you a question. So it's a very simple question. I mean, do you agree with that strategy? Do you prefer to wait a little bit longer for some movies if they're good quality, or are you one that's like, I'll take a few mediocre movies on there. Just give me some type of new content, and I'm okay. I'll take the wins. I'll take the misses. What do you think, Dean? Go ahead and finish your thought.
Well, when you put it that way, I guess I'm torn a little bit because, like, I want quality, but I also like to have the content. I mean, why can't you have both? I have it with my insurance company because Lake Insurance Group, it's an independent agency right here in Barberton, Ohio, offering personal care support for all of your insurance needs. Let me tell you, Brian, Nick, if you guys are out there and you need auto, home, business, or life insurance, give Aaron a call. He's going to treat you with the trust and decency and honesty that you deserve. You want to call 234-571-5359. Again, 234-571-5359. Or find him on his website there at blakeinsurance.llc.com for your free 5-minute quotes a day. And when you do, tell him that these handsome fellas sent you.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, special for episode 240, you've just witnessed and heard a new read. It was a rewritten read for Blake Insurance, I believe. Correct, Dean?
No, that's the one I've been dealing with.
Okay. I thought that was new. I'm sorry. Okay.
No,
It sounded new to
Not
me.
special
Yeah.
for episode 240. The same fucking one. That's what you get.
I'm picking the other one, but I've decided to kind of try to change up the middle in each read and try to like ad lib a little bit differently.
Okay.
Because of all the verbal berating from us of the shit, the ones.
Nick, I don't listen to what you guys say. Silly.
All right. So finish your thought. Anything else on the content, quality, content?
And then I just keep go. What's that?
Yep.
Sorry.
Any other thoughts on Disney's strategy?
No, I do honestly. I like the quality over quantity. I think that and I've heard maybe that they're going to do some lesser known characters in the TV shows. As long as you give us TV shows,
yeah,
I'm okay with holding like once a year for whatever franchise. But yeah, just give us TV shows to watch. I mean, it's right there. Like in Disney Plus, you have the means.
Mm-hmm.
Give us minor characters to watch, and maybe we get to enjoy them, and then want them to be in the movies. Who knows? So
yeah, absolutely. Nick, what do you think?
Well, I'm glad that the big wigs at Disney have finally listened to my cries. As you know, I've been calling for this for a while with specifically Star Wars and Marvel. Personally, I don't need. I want quality. And give me a chance to miss something. Give me a chance to get excited. Give me a chance to get excited about something coming out.
Yeah.
Because there's always something coming out, and I don't care anymore. Like it's just whatever it is. I just unless it's a main primary character from one of these franchises that I've been invested in. Yeah, I don't have a desire. It's too oversaturated for me. And like I've said before in past episodes, there's plenty audience out there for, people that just want something, anything, and that's fine that those things exist for them. But I think definitely I would say the same for the TV shows myself too. I could just do with not all of the shows. But like Dean brings up a good point. That's a good place for that. You have Disney Plus. You can just kind of roll whatever out there and see what sticks. But I think it does kind of tarnish the reputation a little bit when the movies you're putting out are you were going so steady and so strong, riding so high for so many years, and then now it's like you're just in this free fall where just nobody cares about these things that you're making. So save the box office for your reputation and really focus on making, even if they're not characters that people are super familiar with, really take your time in crafting those characters and cultivating that and making it really good. Like I've said in the past too, like Black Panther was a character I never knew I liked until I saw that movie, and now I adore the character. I love that character and those movies because they did a really good job with the pretty not so well known, not like unknown, but not a popular.
But isn't
really
that
character prior to that?
Isn't that really an example of that, Nick? Is that you didn't know you liked Black Panther until the movie,
right?
Some of the and you're complaining that you want just the the marquee names.
Right.
if they stuck with that, they wouldn't have put Black Panther.
But it was done well. That's
Yes,
the
it
difference.
was.
Like
Yes.
it was done.
I agree, but like,
they
how do
made
you
it really
know
well.
if it's done well or not done well unless they put it out and you see it?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And if that's the thing, if they are just making that's where it's lost me, is they make so much of it that I'm like, I don't even know where to get into the fold with this stuff anymore. I don't know who any of these characters are. I don't know where to begin. I don't know if with past Avengers stuff, it's like you need to see other ones for this one to make sense. And it got so convoluted, and now they're mixing in all these characters that
That's
aren't striking to me. They're not leading them in with something else to get you to latch on. It's just kind of gotten convoluted to me.
I think it was Kevin Feige who recently just said something along the lines of that he wants a lot of these movies and shows to be able to hold up on their own. Kind of like what I said about the Thunderbolts, is that you didn't need to know the backstory. And I think that's what he wants a lot of these to do also. So you can just kind of jump in and kind of enjoy them for what they are.
Yeah.
And then you'll have the things in those movies and shows that if once fans like myself, who are a little more in depth of the character knowledge, that you'll be able to enjoy it on a different level.
Yeah.
But you can still, somebody that is a casual fan can still walk in and go, wow, that was fucking fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm all for the quality versus quantity as well, man. I mean, bring back the hype. Look at this year. You got Fantastic Four, and you got Thunderbolts. That's it. I think that's all the Marvel movies this year. That's fine.
Yep.
And the hype for Doomsday next year is going to be just humongous.
And they said, I read today that the last TV show Marvel's going to do with a main character, because it's already done, is Vision Quest.
Okay.
And also that's because it's the third of the trilogy of the shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, WandaVision, Agatha, and now Vision Quest is going to fill out that third trilogy of that story, these characters, and whatnot. But then I guess going forward, they're going to take lesser known minor characters and do the shows for them.
Yeah, work in the X-Men, do some things like that. But yeah, the movies. Yeah, I'm with you guys. The movies should be the marquee, the I don't know, something like you said, something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Look forward. You think about all these Marvel movies from the past. We had to wait. We had to wait a little while for the Avengers years to build up and when it hit. It's like, wow, that was phenomenal, and just all that was just, it's good. It's good to hype it up.
The opening of the Thunderbolts this past weekend or whatnot, the sad reality of it makes you a little upset, Jonathan Majors, is Kang's Dynasty was supposed to be this opening. This was supposed to be the start of the whatever. Or it's actually it should have been the end of the quantum realm phase of this.
The multiverse deal. Yep. Not yet. No.
No.
All right.
I mean, the phase is over.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four begins phase 6.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that.
I know you said Thunderbolts, but every time it's said, I think Thundercats. I think it's a Thundercats movie.
I'm gonna watch that too.
All right, guys, that's it. Good conversation. So we're going to take a break.
Debatable.
Yeah, it's debatable. It's debatable. And we're going to
surprised.
Debatable if it's entertaining. Whatever. We'll take a break. Come back with our main topic, and Nick's going to tell you all about that after this.
Yeah.
Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell 2 enemies.
Four, 3.
What's going on out there, everybody? Welcome back to another segment of Convincing Idiots. I'm Millennial Nick alongside Gen X Brian and the Zennial Denis. This week, in our final segment, we will be discussing our top picks of. Okay, so let's just first let you in on how we arrived to this. If you're a regular listener of the show, you may have heard an episode, perhaps a month or maybe more ago, that Brian, during our interviews, brought up this cartoon that he'd stumbled upon. And it was a Mike Tyson cartoon in which Mike Tyson voices himself, plays a cartoon version of himself, and is in this cartoon cast of characters. It was very Scooby-Doo-esque and very hilarious and strange. And we have all since seen it and have very much enjoyed it. So we thought, why don't we do that? Yeah,
Yep.
What if we could take a celebrity, i.e. Mike Tyson, and plug him into a cartoon with a certain plot, perhaps? And who would you like to see? What celebrity would you like to see cartoonized in his or her or their very own cartoon? So, I think Brian should start us out because he brought this situation into our lives. So I think Brian should kick us off here.
Yeah, I mean, it's this. So many things flow through your head. I mean, some of these are certainly better than others here, but kind of along the same line. So there was actually a Saturday morning cartoon in the 80s. You may remember Dean, maybe Nick's, probably not Nick, but the Mr. T show. I don't know if you remember the animated Mr. T.
I do remember.
I know of that. Yeah.
It accompanied along with the cereal as well, because that cartoon.
Yes.
What the cartoon Mr. T was on the cereal box.
That's correct. The little T shapes of the cereal. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess the premise of that show was that Mr. T was like a choir instructor, something weird. And he had this group of kids, and they would go around the world and tour, and they'd also solve mysteries. I don't know. I remember they had a dog that looked like it had a mohawk as well. Why?
Yeah.
You know, Mr. T had a mohawk. You know, I don't know. So I think it'd be great to have sort of a more of an adult type version of that show, but it's you bring back Mr. T to voice himself, and it's an older Mr. T, like he's an older man now, and it's the same type of concept, but then you have the added, humor of he's an older man, he can't quite do what he used to do, and obviously you'd have to make sure he'd be okay to make fun of himself. I think he's got a pretty good sense. I don't even know if he
I think in all of our theories, the celebrities we're picking they
go with it.
They're on board.
Yeah. So bring back an older Mr. T doing the same type of thing, older and more racier. I think it'd be funny.
I like that.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely an audience for it.
Who doesn't?
That's right.
That's right. Go ahead, Dean. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to start off with the hot one here. I'm going Jeff Goldblum.
You fucker.
As a ghost hunter.
Okay.
Ghost hunter. Okay.
Oh my God. So he's going to go into, it's spooky. It's spooky. They're coming in here. You hear the noises over there. He's such a, look at how beautiful Ghost is. Oh my. Jeff Goldblum would be amazing.
Yeah.
Ghost hunter.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure. There you go.
He was on your list, wasn't he, Nicholas?
The script writes itself. He absolutely was. In fact, Jeff Goldblum is going to be, if I may roll into mine, he's going to be pulling double duty. What better time than right now? So I also had Jeff Goldblum because I started by thinking, what celebrity do you just can never have enough of in your life? Correct. Jeff Goldblum. So let's cartoonize Jeff Goldblum. What do I want Jeff Goldblum doing in this cartoon? And I couldn't help but just seeing him as just a perfect Miss Frizzle character. I'm thinking Magic School Bus. I want education. Okay. I want the youth of today to be educated by Jeff Goldblum. And there again, just all right, all aboard, boys and girls, on the school bus. Here we go.
There's the pancreas. Oh, what does it do? Oh, I don't know.
You can't miss.
What does the pancreas do?
That's right. Yeah. Okay, and now everybody, boys and girls, look at this. Oh, and here we are. We're in the fish egg, and yes, here comes the trout, and there. Oh, look at the semen coming down. He is fertilizing us. Yes, look at that. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's glazing us over. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, yes, and the warmth of it surrounds us. And look at that. We're becoming a new fish. Yeah, it would be great.
Isn't it wonderful about the miraculous about joys of life. Oh, yes.
This is life at its inception. Yes.
It's
Mhm.
good.
I really need to see one of these two shows.
I like it. Yeah.
I don't care what occupation you put him in,
Yeah.
because you watch the show, the National Geographic on Disney Plus, where he's traveling and doing stuff. I want to see this animation and be absurd. The absurdity about it would be just fantastic.
You can't fail. You inject Jeff Goldblum into your project, it cannot fail.
Nope.
Right.
And we'll have the trifecta. I have Jeff Goldblum as well, but
Hey, what's he doing?
he's a detective solving murders.
Love it.
Okay.
I like that too. Oh, look at those heads over there. Oh, boy, ooh, that's a brutal murder there. Oh my goodness.
That's so scary. Oh, the blood. There's so much.
The intestines are exposed, and this is what a murderer calls a calling card. That's right. That's right. That's how you know which one has done it.
Oh. There's been naughty naughty boys at work here.
I can't believe it's not been pitched. One of these. It has to have been pitched.
It has now.
It must be scheduling and fees, or it has to be the holdup.
Our next episode, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to choose 5 different occupations for Jeff Goldblum. He's going to be the subject, Jeff Goldblum, and we just pick the occupation.
Every answer is correct.
Yeah.
But I'm going next here, Brian, and because he was a detective in your deal, I'm going to go detective. Okay. But my cartoon character is Jeff Bridges.
Ah, yeah.
A little more along the lines of the dude, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, like, man, he shot him, and look, it's all over the place, man. It fucking ruined everything.
I like the detective dude. How about that?
Detective dude.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Let me watch that.
Always
detective
in the bathroom.
Dude is on the case.
I like that. Detective dude.
That detective really ties the room together.
That's right. Like your prerogative, man, but you're fucking guilty.
You have nothing on me. Yeah, well, that's like, your opinion, man.
Always still driving that shitty car. Donnie is his partner.
Oh man, that's good. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Or if anything, just to have the dude in some sort of cartoon series would be just fine with me.
Yep. Again, no answer is wrong.
Nope. Nikolai, what do you got?
Next up, I've got, big fan here, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Obviously, that's another one I had to work in. I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger. How do we tie? Arnold briefly did have a cartoon, where he was a school teacher and he was like a superhero. And then I think like the Love Child with the maid thing came out, and that effectively ended that. His career kind of took a little stop for a second there. But I thought, what really lends itself to Arnold is Arnold with his, obviously his charisma and being a lead man, but also the second or third act, I should say, of his career, being in politics and as the governor of California, albeit he was a Republican, he was a very, certainly an environmentally friendly governor, and was always concerned with the environment and very green. And I thought, what better way to incorporate Arnold Schwarzenegger in a cartoon than like a Captain Planet, right? Where he's maybe, instructing the children and, get your rings together, get out here, come on, get the rings, and we're going to fill the potholes because you call your councilman and he hasn't come out here. We're going to fix it. Come on, everyone. They'll get together and they're using the rings and the earth and the water, and then in California, and they're having the drought and they're not getting enough rain. They got a little Indian boy with a water ring and it rains, and the Arnold is bringing them all together. It's fantastic. I love it.
Now,
I just
hear
need
me out. You could do the voice on the cartoon if
Yeah.
Arnold was busy. I'm not even kidding.
I think it'd be just fine.
Yeah, I think it would be fantastic. Just
Mhm.
fantastic. And
Lower fee.
again, yeah, I'll do it for like $10 an episode. I just want to be involved in the project. If I could get an autograph from Arnold, maybe shake his hand, and then I'll do it for like $10 an episode. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Maybe have a cheese plate when you go to record. Something.
I'm not picky about the charcuterie, whatever they come up with here. Like sometimes the beer in the beer garden with some maybe a schnitzel or some wurst or something like that. It's fantastic.
I'd like to see this. Only with you voicing him now. I don't need.
I like it. No, that's good. I like it. You should make it on our own.
Yeah.
I like it. Again, am I up?
Next? Yeah, you're up, man.
Have to use him. He's great on everything. He's in every other episode. John Hamm. I picture John Hamm though. I think it'd be funny with he's like a kid crime fighting team. One of those type of situations where he's sort of annoyed with the kids, trying to keep them together. How did he get there? He's sort of gruff kind of type thing. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of irritated that he's in this situation. Why is he fighting crime with a bunch of fucking kids? I don't quite get it. That type of thing. So.
Always drawn with 5 o'clock shadow, and he's smoking in every fucking scene.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the kids come in, he's like in a hot tub or something. It is kind of weird situations. Not with the kids, but just uncomfortable. Making the kids uncomfortable, angry, gruff. That type of thing. Yeah, I like.
You could do the same series with me, actually.
Yeah, Dean heard kids in a hot tub, and he was like, "Count me in."
John Hamm's not in the hot tub with the kids. I'm talking about the kids walk in. He's in. I'm trying to say, he's just angry.
Kids should be so lucky. Don't count them out yet.
That's true. That is true.
Kids haven't earned such things.
Dean, what do you got?
All right. Picture this: the scene. It's a sterile room. The young lady is on her back with her legs spread in the stirrups. And the nurse comes and goes, "The doctor will be just with you." Of course, she's in the gynecology office. And who busts in? "Now, let me tell you something, everybody. Dustin Rhodes is here, and he's gonna give you the gynecology that you need, baby. He's gonna take the forceps, and he's gonna put it right in the lane, I tell you, and he's gonna be the best. He's gonna be the best gynecology." And then, you think the bionic elbow though? It will come on, drop it on your head, baby. And we're gonna take a little culture down there here. Just get a little scrape. You know what I'm saying there.
Dusty, they're gonna knock the dust off that thing.
Oh, the dusty. It's so dusty. Oh, that's my name in it. I'm a funny gynecologist in our baby. Dusty Rhodes as a gynecologist.
It's good.
The story is
hit.
endless.
Yeah, another hit. It's good.
Yeah. All right. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Talking about baby.
We're going to segue here.
Sorry.
I thought this was the perfect opportunity. I'm going to keep it in the medical field as well here. Since you got that going. This is solely based on shtick and shtick alone. Mm-hmm. I want, and this is not based off of any cartoon I've ever seen. I don't know how many cartoons I've seen about a doctor's office. Necessarily, but I thought it would be fun to have a cartoon show about a doctor's office, and the main character, my celebrity that I'm injecting a cartoon version of into it, is none other than Kiss frontman Paul Stanley, simply for the fact it's going to be called How Y'all Feel? And he's not a doctor. He's not a doctor. He's the nurse that checks you into the room, and he weighs you. And he measures your height and, all that stuff, checks your blood pressure. And then, of course, he asks you a few questions, and most importantly of them all, how y'all feel? Yeah, I just like the idea of Paul checking you in and being like, on on average, how many vodka and orange juices would you say you have a week? And, maybe some shoulder shimmies. The doctor will be with you in a moment. And hey, maybe maybe Gene Simmons. You can put him. He's Dr. Love. Maybe he's in there too.
Yeah.
It needs a center.
I want a regular nurse occasionally just stepping out, looking at him, going, "We've talked about this." And then she goes back in, like, because he's like a little too, like, he does it to every patient.
Yeah. We talk, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's right. I did forget about that." Doctor will be with you momentarily.
It'd be funny if he had the makeup on too. It just
Right.
for no reason.
Yeah. But until then, rock and roll all night and party every day. Waiting music. Can you leave the room?
The makeup, but he's still in scrubs. It's not in the jumpsuit or whatever. It's
in my head, he's in scrubs with makeup on. He's Paul Stanley. I mean, he has to be. And I honestly think this has a really good shot of happening because it is a marketing opportunity for Kiss. So,
hell yeah.
I could really see that one coming to fruition. How y'all
Now-
feel featuring Paul Stanley?
Now you could even expand that a little bit, Nick, and do the show could be called something like Kiss Works America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every episode is a different someone from the band doing a job like that.
Profession. Like Ace works at NASA, Peter works at a veterinarian clinic or something.
And then so Paul could be work at a doctor's office. He could be a garbage man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gene Simmons is a demon. He could be in the president's cabinet or something.
Exactly,
Great.
Sure.
Exactly. I want to see I want to see Gene Simmons be a dog walker with those giant fucking boots, walking like 50 dogs.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That'd
sick.
be fun.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You can do a lot with Kiss.
Sure.
I always can.
Now, this one here for Nick probably won't know. There is a sort of tie to Kiss for this one here, kind of, but not even kind of. There is, but so the series is President Paul Lynde. Dean.
Sure. Yeah.
Paul Lynde, Nick, was in the 70s Hollywood squares. He was the guy in the center square.
Okay.
He was always a flamboyant dude. He was in Bewitched, and he had Kiss in the mid 70s that they were starting to make it big. Went on the Paul Lynde Halloween special on television. So if you have not seen, he's just like, you're very flamboyant and everything over the top. And then Vice President Dean Charles Nelson Riley, and then the Secretary of State Rip Taylor. This is entertaining.
You're making it very difficult for the jokes.
Three guys that were just way over the top, flamboyant, and just weird and wispy and the whole episode could be that. We didn't barely say a word. President, there's a nuclear war. VP, what do you think, Charles?
Every episode starts with the Oval Office and the closet door opening up and them walking out in line.
Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of dudes in the 70s that were just like, we're just putting it out there. And those were three dudes that just put it out there.
Yeah.
So Charles Nelson Riley was on Match Game, the 70s one with Gene Rayburn with the long microphone. It was on every episode. I'm going to say literally every episode he was on there.
That's what really they were fucking famous for.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just anyway. Gen X people, you would know those three dudes growing up, watching them on television, game shows, and some bit parts in movies and stuff like that. But yeah, I like it. President Paul Lynde. President Lynde.
I like it.
I would watch it.
Nice.
I would watch it. All right. Dean,
all right.
What else you got?
Well, let's, boys and girls, let's take a trip to the zoo. But we're going to need a zookeeper. So we're going to, I can't even fucking get the voice down here out the bat, but we're going to do Gilbert Gottfried Zookeeper.
I like it.
I don't even know. I was trying to do the voice. I was a little off on that. Look over there. It's a hippopotamus. No, that's not even fucking close.
That's close.
You're tarnishing this man's great reputation. It's hard to do. It's like it's
Right?
you
Right?
hear it in your head, but you can't do it.
It is a very specific sound and voice. But yeah, you could. It's just him going around checking in on the animals, and the animals talk as well. There's going to be a lot of celebrity voices that talk back with them. The gorillas and giraffes. And there's wacky things that some get out every night. So, he has to chase them down. But it's, Gilbert Gottfried as a zookeeper would, I'd be entertained by that.
I like that. It's a fine Saturday morning show.
Yeah, absolutely. Nikolai?
Next up on my list, I have the lovely Aubrey Plaza. I would like to see her cartoonized, and I thought someone as dry and uncomfortable, I think, with people and things. I would like to see a cartoon version of Aubrey Plaza in Bikini Bottom around the ridiculousness of SpongeBob SquarePants characters. I would like to see that dynamic mesh together. She essentially is Squidward, I guess, just a hot girl version of Squidward, but she would be made very uncomfortable by the antics of SpongeBob and Patrick, and I just think it would be a fun contrast to just kind of plunk someone very monotone and dry and unamused into this crazy over-the-top SpongeBob SquarePants universe. So
because every time she insults them, SpongeBob just looks at the camera and doesn't know how to react and just goes back to doing what SpongeBob does.
Right. Yeah. I think that would be good. I think she just lives nearby. Like, she is a neighbor. She is like a Squidward. She lives in the neighborhood. She's annoyed by them. Maybe she's Squidward's girlfriend. Even that would make sense. They would be kind of maybe, I don't know. I didn't think about where exactly. I just thought personality dynamic wise, I thought that would be interesting. Yeah.
The dichotomy of it, I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Aubrey Plaza. There's another one. I can never have enough in my life of her. So
of course.
I'll make her a cartoon now.
Very good. Excellent.
Brian?
I'm trying to think of what celebrities kind of just sort of strange, became a little more strange as he or she's got a little bit older. I kind of want to see a superhero team of senior people led by Madonna.
Okay.
Crazy, eccentric Madonna is trying to be sort of a younger person superhero, but she's not. But she's trying to lead a team of people her own age to fight crime.
Can we
I don't
have
know why
it
it's funny. I think it is. Huh?
Can we have it drawn in the vein of Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah, it could be just strange like that. But voiced by Madonna. Again, she had to make fun of herself and everything like that. But there's a lot you could do that.
Yeah.
Comes out with the cone outfit or something like that. Except maybe they're droopy or something. You know what I'm saying? Or just you can play a lot with that.
Maybe at a certain point you do a crossover with Dusty Rhodes' gynecology office.
Sure, I like it. They're older. She doesn't quite know. She thinks she's not as old, but she is, and that creates some problems and everything. So that.
Now, when you said voiced by Madonna, would it be British voiced or regular voiced by Madonna?
Different episode, you could change it up.
Whatever you want to do. Or every even throughout the episode, it's just switch. She can't hold on to the British accent.
Yeah, British accent, Brooklyn
it just
accent.
slips in and out. Yeah.
Could be the same sentence. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Yeah.
It's talent.
I don't know. Yeah, just seems strange, bizarre. I kind of want to see it.
That'd be good. I like it.
Yep. Was that 5, or is there even more to go?
Last one.
I got one. Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Dino.
That was first. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Brian's like, I'm done. Fuck y'all. I'm out.
Yeah. Done.
My number 5 is Nicolas Cage as a party planner. think there's so much weirdness and obscurity that you can do. And again, celebrity voices for people you're planning party. He could be a celebrity party planner.
Yeah.
And the odd thing is like kind of like did you guys see the Nicolas Cage movie where he was played himself? And
Yeah,
was that the one with Pedro
Pascal?
Pascal?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not.
Good movie.
Nick, you'd love it. It's fantastic. But kind of the same idea. He's broke. He has to come up with something, so he becomes a party planner. This is my cartoon version. And so the awkwardness of every episode is he has to deal with another celebrity who doesn't quite understand why Nicolas Cage is their party planner.
Yeah.
I think he has that same kind of a Jeff Goldblum-esque, but with a little less charisma, right?
Sure.
I
A
think
little darker, a little more intense. Yeah.
Right. I want the balloons. I want the goddamn balloons over there.
Yeah. I like that.
There's something
I
there.
like that. Nick Cage, the party planner.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
of my last one, I was thinking, the cartoon that I want to make, I've got a lot of fun stuff here. Some of it based off of children's shows, but or cartoons of my childhood, but none that are actually geared towards little children, like little kids. So I started thinking of something that I would make that would be along the lines of like a Blue's Clues or like a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, where they, walk the kids through decision making, critical, young little kids, give them some options, put the things on the screen, let them pick how many are here, kids, like I said, like a Blue's Clues, a Daniel's Tiger Neighborhood, something like that, very, very young kid themed. And I thought there's really nobody better than to help shape the minds of young children than like Harrison Ford. And like Harrison Ford cartoon, old man, he is Harrison Ford, though. He's not going to be a character that is not that is outside the bounds of his everyday persona. So I just like the idea of, you put three options, all right, kids, we got to make some eggs. Are you gonna use a spatula? Are you use a pencil? Or we got a notepad? It's a spatula. Before the kids even get it, it's a fucking spatula. Like, fuck off, spatula. I like
fucking paying attention.
Yeah, and maybe like when instead of like with checking in with the neighbors, he just like complains about them, and they're always up late. They're making loud noises, and just he's kind of he's think Mr. Rogers, but as a cartoon, but not like accommodating or patient at all.
So it's almost
children.
a nice blend of Mr. Rogers and Clint Eastwood from Gran Torino.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like a nice middle ground.
I'm going to say a little less racism. Not none, but a little less.
Not none.
You don't want to totally take away from the spirit of what's going on.
No.
but less.
He is a grumpy old man, so.
Yeah. So Harrison Ford's I think would be a good bet to, kind of shape and mold the minds of young children and then introduce them to critical thinking skills.
It's good.
Yep.
Good list. Some hits.
Good
Got
list.
some hits in here.
For sure.
And
I think we can
mentions?
agree that Jeff Goldblum can't is a fail safe.
A Jeff Goldblum show of some sort.
Absolutely. Any honorable mentions?
I had a couple. I'll run through mine quick. I wanted to see Gary Busey be a door-to-door salesman, maybe vacuum cleaners, or actually pretty funny as back in the day, Nick. There used to be encyclopedia salesman, door-to-door encyclopedia salesman. That was a real job, and that would be funny for him to do that now, not realizing that people don't buy fucking encyclopedias.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be fun.
I don't understand. What's the problem? I'm offering you these books, and you're just not. It's just not.
What do I need to do to get you into a book?
It's 2025, and you don't even have a set of encyclopedias. It's insane.
What does that say about you? Maybe the crow flying out in the door in the wind of the second tomorrow, huh? Please get off my porch.
I know this is not like real quick. Gary Busey, the fucking funniest thing. I don't know if you guys ever like in the like early 2000s ever watched VH1, but they had the biggest.
Oh,
Was it the Biggest Loser or like it was Celebrity Fat
something
Club
like that.
Celebrity Fit
Right.
Club, and he was on it, and it was fucking hysterical because like he lost like all the weight he set out to lose like 4 episodes in. Like he just fucking like just is insane enough to where like he just shut it down and like he just like he would go up to weigh in and like he was just crushing it every week. It wasn't even close. Like he like I said, it like a quarter of the way through the series he was done like with what his goal and weight. And they were like, Gary, we're just so impressed with you. And he's like, and you're so encouraging the others. And he's like, I believe in team together. Everyone achieves more. It's just a simple stuff. Like he's just with his insane eyes standing at the podium, and they're like, "Wow, Gary, you doubled your weight loss goal this week."
He's just
the simple formula.
Crazy.
Speed, coke, and not eating. It's a way. It's a wonders. It does wonders for you.
And
amazing.
Slight brain damage from a motorcycle accident. I have John Malkovich running a Airbnb or a bed and breakfast.
Okay,
That
I
might
like
be
that.
fun.
Yeah.
And then my last one would be Prince. Prince is on a world's journey each episode to find the perfect karate teacher. It seems just absurd enough, and Prince being the absurdity, I think that would be pretty fun.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
good. Like
that's all I need to know. I was almost gonna have follow-ups and be like, what would be his qual? Nope, I don't even know what the qualify. I don't care. It's whatever Prince deems is worthy.
Exactly. It's probably not going to be the same thing each week. What he's looking for.
It's funny.
It's like kung fu, but with Prince. So it's that deal.
That's good. There's some good stuff in there.
Yeah. It's like a competition show without any logic or rules.
Actually, that would be a lot of fun. All of these celebrities that we talked about, put them all in one show, like The Amazing Race, or what was Brian? What was the name of the cartoon one? Where kids they're all racing.
Wacky Racers.
Wacky Race, something like that, where all of these cartoon celebrities are together on their own little journeys.
I like that too.
Gary Busey has won weeks ago. He's just been at the finish line.
Right.
Yeah. I just put my mind to it, and I just ended up at the finish line.
And they're interviewing they got to, like a producer, and she's like, I don't know, like a day later, he just walked across the finish line. We had nothing set up. He wouldn't. Nobody was supposed to be here for weeks.
Do you guys, mind if I eat my ham sandwich here? I'm just gonna wait for everybody else to get.
There's not a ham sandwich shop for miles. We don't know where he got it.
Brian, any honorable mentions? I have none. So what do you got?
It's funny. I had John Malkovich as well, but I had John Malkovich, teen camp counselor.
Ooh, that's fun. I had that for Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny too. I had that as my original Kevin Spacey teen camp counselor. And Allie's like, that is not funny at all.
You can't do that.
It's not funny at all. I'm like, okay. She's like, the guys might like it. I'm like, yeah, they probably would like it. I'm
like, oh, they're terrible. They'll love it.
I'm not going to change. I'm going to change it to John Malkovich. It's good. That's it. That's all I got. I was trying to figure out something with Gene Simmons too, Nick, like how he's a charitable person or something. I just couldn't quite place it. But your Paul Stanley was much better. So yeah. Good stuff.
Gene Simmons as a used car salesman, because like there's so many different people he can meet, and he never tries to actually sell a car, but himself and like different tchotchkes he has. He has like, every random things he pulls out of his pocket, like a Kiss Pez dispenser, a Kiss whip, just so many different things, and he always gets in trouble for not actually trying to sell cars.
Yeah. There's something there. There's something there for sure. Yeah.
I like that they played off of that in the Scooby-Doo Kiss cartoon. There was a part where he was trying to sell. They were trying to sell something Kiss branded at the theme park, and they were like, "And don't forget your backup Kiss batteries. Now only an additional whatever." And like even the batteries were branded by Kiss. It was pretty funny.
Very good. Well, gentlemen,
we
have done it. We have done it.
Fucking did it. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do.
Nope.
But for you, the listener, to go online and find us and interact with us on all your favorite social media accounts.
Tap.
You can tap all your way to the convincing idiots link tree. Okay.
Well, I have to because there's something deep inside of me that it just hasn't been
a Dusty Rhodes finger.
Yes, it is.
Gotta kind of do the kicking in, baby.
Look at that! I found your little trigger finger, and you just squirted all over your place. Look at that. No, I think it's been a while since we've. I think it's been a while since we've done any sort of outro, and you did. One of your people were Paul Stanley, so if you could give us an outro with Paul Stanley, I'm kind of hankering for it, buddy. So.
All right, people. Well, we have come to the end of episode 240 of Convincing Idiots. So, make sure you go out there and find us on the World Wide Web. Oh, yeah. Go to Convincing Idiots link tree. Go to Google. Type in Convincing Idiots. Link tree. LINKTREE. Oh, yeah. You can find links to all of the social media accounts we are on. All right. Or go to our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. So, for episode 240, we have been Convincing Idiots. I'm Millennial Nick. All right.
Now I'm the Millennial Dean coming right at you this week, baby.
Oh, Gen X Brian.
Have we convinced you that we are ready for animation domination? You have been beautiful. Good night.
Zennial Dean, Gen X Brian, Millennial Nick. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe.
Ham grape.
I was pleasantly surprised with my work.
That's a good review. You know what? Did he say that really?
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised.
You know what? I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
All right. My expectations of you were extremely low.
He goes back to his original one. As you may or may not recall from your re-interview, I was not impressed with you before.
Right.
So some might say there's nowhere to go, but I do want to reiterate, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I would take that.
That's
sure.
Hey, yeah, that's not bad.
Whatever.
You exceeded my low expectations.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Good.
I get everybody to have that low expectations of me. I'm pretty sure people would be pretty impressed with me in general.
Sure.
Yeah. There's worse things to say about somebody.
If people are
Yeah.
expecting too much of you, then that's on them.
Yeah.
Exactly. That
That's
seems
not
like
your problem.
That's our own
Yeah.
fault. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I never gave you any reason to believe that I could or should be more. That is on you. You did this.
Never.